Hi, welcome to Detailing World. In today's video we're going to be looking at a few products from Easy Car Care. Hi, so welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Matt, and as I say, today we're going to be looking at a few products from Easy Car Care. You see these guys pop up a lot on Instagram and Facebook, and we managed to meet with one of the owners at Wagstock earlier this year. So we've been given a few products from them guys. So we've got the Viper wheel cleaner, we've got the Sub-Zero snow foam, we've got the Ghost paint sealant, Clarity 2.0 window cleaner, Raining Iron, which is a fallout remover, Chrome spray wax, Gloss Boss, a quick detailing spray, Citrus Wash, which is a pre-wash citrus wash, and ceramic wax. Today I'm going to be using some of these but not all of these, just because some of the products I can't really use in one detail today. So for example, Gloss Boss is going to be more of a maintenance product. The Citrus Wash, my car's not really that dirty for it, I'm just going to be going ahead with the snow foam. So yeah, we'll start off, we'll go with the Viper non-acidic wheel cleaner. This says you can dilute this down to 10:1, so that is exactly what I've done. The wheels are sealed quite well and it's just basically a light layer of dust and a bit of road grime on there. After that we'll move on to the snow foam. So I've diluted this down 100ml of snow foam to 900ml of water, give me 1 litre in the Lance. There's no instructions on here, the dilution ratio, so that was like a safe ground to go with. A lot of other products recommend that. We'll then give the car a wash and all of that. I've not got a shampoo from these guys unfortunately, so I'm just going to have to use a different shampoo. Following on from that we'll go with the Raining Iron fallout remover, and then we'll be looking at something like the Ghost hybrid spray paint sealant. This says it gives you 6 to 8 months of protection, and then once that's been done we'll top that off with some ceramic wax, and again we'll see how that goes. So yeah, enough chatting, let's move on to the detail. So that's the wheels done then. As I mentioned, I'd use the product at a 10:1 mix, which is the absolute maximum on this. I consider the wheels on the Pulsar to be quite well maintained, so I thought that would shift a lot of the dirt. One of the instructions it says on here is to spray it on, let it dwell for a few minutes, and then pressure wash it off. At 10:1 it barely touched any of the dirt on there, and it doesn't do a lot of mileage each week. So it did require agitation at 10:1. I think that kind of mix is more for show use. So you've cleaned your car the day before, you arrive at a show, and then you've got a bottle of this mixed at 10:1 just to remove the light dusting and a bit of brake dust off there. Really you want to bulk this up to 4:1, which I did for the last wheel, the front passenger side, and that gave a bit more froth, that did. So next up we're going to look at the Sub-Zero snow foam. Before we get on to this, if you could give this video a quick like, and if you're not subscribed to this channel already, please do consider subscribing as well. So as I mentioned earlier, this product, there's no dilution instructions on here, so I've taken a quick look around the garage and some of the other snow foams I've got, and I've mixed this to the average, which is basically 100ml of product to 900ml of water, which fills a 1 litre snow foam bottle. So yeah, we'll get onto this now and we'll come back in a moment and see what we think about it. getting a bit warm out there, so that's the car all foamed and washed and rinsed and all that, as you've just seen. As I've always said, this channel, I'll give honest feedback and constructive feedback as well at that. And that Sub-Zero snow foam is probably one of the worst I've tried. Sorry, Easy Car Care. I'll get on in a minute why. But as I said, the bottle doesn't have any instructions on dilution ratios. So I think I went quite conservative. 100ml of product to 900ml of water is more than generous. And as you can see there, it came out as though I just chucked a bucket of soapy water over the car. By the time I'd foamed the front and got round, it all gone. And I know thick foam isn't always great foam, but that just looked and felt terrible, to be honest. I wasn't sure about the foam lance at first, so I changed snow foams to my tried and tested product that I've been using for 6-7 years or more. And the second snow foam that you see is just 50ml of product into, you know, with 950ml of water, and you can see how thick that stuff comes out. So that at 100ml, you'd get 10 washers out of that. If this is your first time into detailing, not all snow foams are like this. So if you've used this and you've not been that impressed, yeah, not all snow foams are like this. If you have used it and you've got thick results, just comment below and let us know what dilution ratios you use. Did you use this neat? I'm not entirely sure. As I say, it doesn't tell you how to use it. If you use that neat, I don't know what the price is. I'll pop a price up in a minute. But either way, for 1 litre, if that's like more than a £5, you'd use all that in one wash. That'd cost you £5 to just snow foam your car. So even if a £5 it'd be too much, and use it neat. So, Easy Car Care, if you're watching this, drop me a message, or if you want, drop Bill a message. I'll tell you the products that I use second, and I would look at possibly trying to redevelop that, unless you have another offering. But 100ml to 900ml of water, and it came out like that. Yeah, not great. Anyway, so that's that. As I said, always constructive, always honest. So then, as I said, I went around, washed the car, rinsed the car. It's quite a hot day today, so you see me, I foamed it again after I washed it. It's not something I normally do. I just wanted to keep the car wet while I grabbed some drying towels, rinsed it down, and then dried the sunny side first. So next up, we're going to test out the raining iron. So I'm just going to do the shady side with this raining iron. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully there's some contaminants on the car. If not, I'll test this in another video coming up. So yeah, we'll move on to this next, and we'll come back. Okay, short but sweet, that little segment there, and that's the iron removal process done. As expected, there wasn't a great deal of iron on the car. I found like 2 or 3 blobs that it had picked up. So I'll be testing this out again on the van and some other cars coming up, so I can't really comment too much on this. First thoughts are, it smells like most other iron products, which is awful. It works just like most of the iron products, spray it on and don't let it dry. It may be because it's a bit warm today, although I tested this on the shaded side. This did dry on the car quite quickly, but that could be down to user error. I'll leave judgment on this for now. So yeah, what we're going to do now then is crack on, because I've only got a couple hours left until I have to pick up the missus. We'll go ahead with the glass cleaner and clean all the windows and glass, obviously. And then we'll give it a quick coat of ceramic wax, see how this fares, you know, applying it in the sun. Ideally you don't want to, as I said, I'm running out of time, and if it's not raining, it's baking hot. So it is what it is. We'll crack through this and come back to you shortly. Oh, it's absolutely baking out there now. It's 3 o'clock, so we're practically done now. At least we are for the easy car care stuff. I've just got to dress the tyres and all of that jazz. So from there, after we did the iron remover, we went on with the Clarity 2.0 glass cleaner. Very good product. I do like this one, even in the direct sun. So window tints on the back, the windows are quite hot. Good spritz of this all over, and that cleaned up very, very well. So I do like that. So it's not all negative, and I don't like being negative, to be quite honest with you. If I don't like something, I'll give feedback in a constructive way. After that, it was then on to Ghost Hybrid Spray Paint Sealant. I've heard quite a few people mention this one, usually good things as well. Before I forget, I do like the triggers as well that they send out. Really nice smooth action and quite a nice fan spray as well. So with the Easy Car Care Ghost, don't spray this all over the panel. That's what I did to start with. My God, it's an absolute pain to get off. So I had to use a panel wipe and strip everything back off the bonnet. Apply that to your microfiber. One spray onto your microfiber will do about half the bonnet and get a fresh, clean microfiber to buff that off, and then do the other half. So again, you're probably going to separate your doors into half, maybe one spray for the boot, one spray for the bumper, things like that. So spray it onto the cloth, not the panel. It does say actually to put it on the microfiber, so it was a bit more user error on my part there. Follow the instructions with this and you can't really go wrong. So then next up we've got the ceramic wax, and I probably did everything you probably shouldn't do when waxing. The bonnet was quite warm, not red hot, you know, but it was warm to touch. It's not always practical for me to get the car in this garage, so I had to stay out there. As I said, bonnet was quite warm and it's in direct sunlight. That said, this spreads, it smells amazing, and it spreads very, very well. So you literally a couple of swipes on your applicator pad and you've got majority of the bonnet done. The applicator pad's then primed, one more swipe and then that's it, boom, the bonnet is done. So it's spread quite well. So if you're new to detailing and you're using this ceramic wax, you don't need to go loading up the applicator pad at all. Providing the wax is a little bit warm and it spreads onto the pad softly and nicely, a couple of swipes will do the bonnet quite easy. So that came off quite well, but as again, it's probably quite warm, so I'm going to keep reviewing that. And then beading and sheeting wise, really amazing, to be fair. Yeah, nice beading shots there coming down, so that clear the bonnet off quite quickly and nicely, uniformly. And then the sheeting, just that will make drying the car, you know, when you come to rinse it, a whole lot easier. So that's the Easy Car Care range done with for today. As I said, I've still got other few products to use. So I've got the Citrus Wash, the Gloss Boss and the Chrome Spray Wax. I'm going to give the Raining Iron another chance on the van at some point. And same with the Ghost and the Ceramic Wax. I'll give them two a try as well. Like I said, the only letdown for me today has been the Sub-Zero. Everything else, honestly, I think is more than acceptable. The glass cleaner is one of the better ones that I've used in recent times. The fallout remover is like most of the fallout removers, it does what it says it'll do. The wheel cleaner, I would like to see that foam up a bit more personally. So if you go to a 4:1 ratio, you get a bit of foam in there. I imagine if you went to 1:1 or neat, then you definitely would, but then it just makes it a bit uneconomical. So yeah, that's that. I hope you've enjoyed this video as always. If you have, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you do consider subscribing as well. It does help us out a lot. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram as well. So we're on there as Detailing World Official. I'm on there as Randomly Set if you want to catch the behind the scenes. Check out the merch store if you want to buy tops like this. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.